What's up? This is Dave and Josh, NTD Racing. You're inside HONCHO right now. We're going through tech inspection. If you like what you see here, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment. It definitely helps us out. We're going to go ahead and check over the entire car, take a look at a couple things. Hopefully we'll get through that with no problems, and then we're off to the races. Let's go ahead. Two things I'm going to do today. I'm going to do a quick walk around, let you see some of the cars that we're looking at out here. And then also, right before we loaded the truck up, brought it out here, we built a jack. So I'm going to show you how we built that, got this thing totally dialed in for the race, and how we got here. And then tomorrow we'll send out another video, hopefully of us doing the race. So let's get to it. Well, you want to know what it looks like? This is what it looks like. We're sitting here in a Congo line. It's like 100 degrees out. I'm not sure how hot it is in the truck here, but it is it's pretty crazy hot, man. We're just kind of waiting to go through the Congo line. Tons of people coming up, giving the HONCHO a bunch of love. Everyone loves the old school Jeep. But here's a quick look at some of the stuff we got going on in here. We put a reverse camera in, which is totally a must out here. The Edge CTS has been just killer. And a lot of parameters we can put in this. We really like the way this thing is handling our engine parameters. And then the things we really like is we're using two iPads in here, and these are mounted on the pivot case mounts by Flyboys. Check those things out, man. They are killer, have never failed us. They're super strong. Really cool mounting system. Besides that, you get a look here of the cockpit of HONCHO. It isn't pretty, but she sure is cool. Anyway, man, let's go ahead and get to it. All right, well, cool. This is what you find me doing on most of my videos, is I'm fabricating something. So what I needed this time was I needed a jack. We didn't have a way to jack up HONCHO to get the tires off and do those kinds of things. And I wanted to do something that was a little bit more simple. So here we go. This is a piece of receiver that you can buy from Harbor Freight for probably like 18 bucks or something like that. I cut it into a few pieces. And then I needed to make the jack part. So I wanted to make some cool pieces for it. And I used Fusion 360 to design the parts I'm going to make. I drop it in the Langmuir systems, and I use this plasma table for just about everything. And if you're interested in a plasma table like this, I have links in my description below that will get you a discount with Langmuir systems. Check them out. Really cool system that they have there. And then from there, you know, I do a lot of welding. I welded the entire truck up myself, and this jack is just one of them. Now we got that together, let me show you how the jack works now that it's on the truck. And let's go ahead and wrap up the details on this jack that we made for the truck. Totally custom. I'll put a link in the description below on where you can get one of these jacks, or at least the parts to make them out of Amazon. But basically, you got the jack. Let's say you blew a tire. We got our wrench right here. Watch out, don't get run over, bud. We got our wrench right here. Take your jack, slide it out, and then it's a lot less heavy than a floor jack. Here's around. We open up our door. We put in these receivers on this side. Slide it into the receiver. There's a pin. Go ahead and see if I can't take this pin out. There we go. Take the pin out. Slide that pin. Slide the jack down. And then we just crank it. And while your buddy's taking the tire and loosening up all the lugs, what we'll usually do is strap the rear suspension, and that'll lift that suspension up. This thing will lift it up about 16 inches of lift. Totally lifts both sides of the tire, both tires off the ground for water. There you go. Nice, look at that. New sticker right there. Boom. We're ready to go racing, baby. All right, killer. We just passed tech inspection. Here's our proof we are going to be able to race this thing. So since last time you saw the video, let's take a look. We got some of the new badges on, New Air. Thank you guys so much for your support, and also Industrial Power. Brian O'Neill is here, one of the owners, and he is just such a great dude. Brother Mike, he turns 50 tomorrow at the race. He'll be leading us off. I'll take the second leg of the race there. Cruising around, suspension all back together, hood. This is the new one off of the J20 that we had to fix. We got the lights back on. Again, like I talked about, we put all of our lights below the line of the hood. This thing must be at least 10 times more candle power than the old lights we had up there. And the real benefit of that is that these lights used to illuminate the hood. It made it really difficult to see at night. And these lights right down here don't. Okay, here's something totally awesome. NTD Racing is teaming up with Folds of Honor. More about that to come. What an amazing organization. I got so much more to say about these guys. And very soon, check our descriptions. Every single one of them will have a link to where you can give to Folds of Honor. Cool, continuing around, this is also something new. We were running BF Goodwrench tires last time, and now we just changed over to Hercules, the Ironman mud terrain, all countries. These are gonna be the tires we run. We'll see how they do. I think they're gonna be pretty awesome. Continuing around, Pivot, still such a great sponsor there. We talked about the cases, and those things have just been great. Again, Folds of Honor, man, I'll tell you what, I got chills when we were putting those stickers on today. Just a really cool, it's such an honor to be part of that organization's legacy. We got a fuel mat here. That's not going to go with this. This right here, this burrito, is our drive shaft. You know, it just seems like the best way to secure up our drive shaft and get that thing working. We have all the mounting hardware just taped to the side of that, so if you need it, you pull it out. All the hardware is there. Just need a 10mm wrench or 11mm wrench, and you can replace your drive shaft. Got the jack there. Some of the whatever you call these things, racetracks, they don't seem to get you out of any kind of stuck situation just yet. But besides that, it is all ready to go. Josh has been working on the interior, did an amazing job just kind of tightening everything up and getting it all ready to go, race ready for tomorrow.
Hey you guys, I found another great little story for you here. So these guys are the 8100 class, and this truck is basically a, how did you call that class, the truck class again? I'm sorry.
It's sportsman's class.
Sportsman's class. And I'm gonna let you tell the story because I'll ruin it, but tell me about really quick, the budget and the plan of the truck.
You know, so the owner of the truck, Dave Pryor, is a pilot, and he's always had a dream to go to Baja and race it since he was a kid. And when the pandemic hit and he got furloughed from his job, and that was the time to do it. So he got a bunch of us together, a bunch of friends together, and we built this truck out of a mid-70s J10. We found a trashed 2500 Silverado for the drivetrain. We did all our own engineering, and on the chassis, on all the A-arms, everything, and all the suspension, the drivetrain, and built our race truck to get to, the goal was to get to the Baja 1000 last year. And our main goal was to build this truck and roll off the finish line, and we did that, which was awesome. Or I'll roll off the starting line, I'm sorry, we did that. We had a great race, made it to mile marker about 300 before we had some incidents, and that just got the bug going. So we've done some rebuilding and testing, and we're back now to run this race from Vegas to Reno with the goal to finish this race and have some cold beers at the end with all my friends, and then get us set to go back to Baja in the fall.
Now what's super cool about this, that he was telling me the story, is they had a budget, and the point was that you could race Baja, you could race Vegas to Reno on a relative budget. And they built this truck. I love the horse trading they did. Like I said, buying parts off of a wrecked Chevy, running the drivetrain, selling the other parts off, basically offsetting a lot of the capital investment it takes. And their budget was $20,000. And he said they were within a couple $1,000s, but they basically built a race truck. Look at this thing. They built a race truck, and they did all their own fabricating, their own welding, and just you name it. I mean, the door seams aren't going to win any awards here for fit and finish, but dude, this is a race truck, and these guys did it for 20 grand, and that's just super impressive. It's super fun about the sport. Again, look at that grill. I love the Jeep grill. This is old school, and they put it together. It's kind of a Franken truck made with all sorts of parts, but they're super clever about it. Look at that. That suspension. That's not a homemade suspension, but they've got that thing dialed in, and they finish it. So there you go. $20,000 racing budget. Doesn't include gas, I don't think, and maybe some of these other fancy bits they put in it, but congratulations, and keeping the spirit of racing alive. And we will see you tomorrow out on the course. Good luck.
All right, thank you very much. Like us and follow us, NTD Racing.
Oh yeah, he did mention, if you want to, I'm going to show you this right here. If you want to see the entire build of how they did this thing on that kind of a budget, you can follow them right here. I'm going to show it to everybody. There you go. NTD Racing and NTD Desert Racing. Check it out. You can give them a good follow and probably get a better race report directly from the horse's mouth. Take care. Good luck tomorrow.